the trading card game, not gonna lie, kind of popped off.
Pretty
Pretty
sick. Yeah. Pretty sick.
The
But the thing is
scalpers and the quote unquote investors, oh boy, they were spitting and cranking hog.
What's going on, guys? And welcome back to another episode of the Dual Hemisphere Hangout. My name is Luke, and join with me once again, as always, my lovely co-host Jake. Jake, say hello to the people, my man.
Hello. I can't feel my fingers. I can't feel my
You said it
fingers are
was
so
37
white.
degrees out there. I can imagine. And you guys don't have insulation in that bitch.
Officially had its coldest day ever.
Ooh, wow. Global warming is real or not.
It reached freezing.
Oof, that's crazy. Snow.
It snowed in places. It did snow in places. It's currently 11, but my office, you will see I'll probably start ascending at some point when the sun comes up.
Yeah, when the sun starts rising.
At the moment, I'm freezing. I'm absolutely freezing. But we're here.
Yeah.
And
we're here.
We've got stuff to talk about. We don't have to dig this time. Pokemon Company decided, you know what, we're going to give them some little treats. And gave us a new Presents. Now, if I'll just scroll through. Oh, there's a recap here on the website. Wonderful.
Let's go.
If it loads. So
yeah, right. No.
Did you watch it, or did you just?
I did not. I watched the bits I cared about. So I did not watch it live. I'm not gonna lie, I actually watched your recap of it. Not recap, but your watch of it, and I just skipped the parts that I cared about. Yeah. I just skipped to the parts that I cared about. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like most of these presents, as we pretty much we were looking for a couple things. So they're gonna show everything. You know, they showed a couple. They showed like a Netflix show. They showed like another little spin-off show. All the mobile stuff. They even hard launched a child's puzzle game, Pokémon Friends, which I literally uninstalled it like after like 2 days ago because I was like, all right, this is for kids, like legitimately children. Like I'm just like, oh, well, I'm super good. It's like I'm 31 years old, and I should be knowing how to move my phone to get little Piplup out of the box or whatever some of the puzzles were. And then obviously they just announced a bunch of stuff for the mobile. So if you care about, your Masters or your TCG Pockets, which I do play Pocket. I like to open up the cards every day. Then my 2 free packs. Got a new set, which I'm super excited for. I think it's gonna be Ho-Oh and Lugia is the theme this time around. So let's go. I think it was Land and Sea or Sky and Sea or something. And
something like that.
Yeah, I was like, my roommate and I was like, it's either gonna be Ho-Oh or Lugia, or we're gonna get Miffed and we're gonna get Shaman and Manaphy. But yeah, and then we got some really cool news for Pokemon Champions, and as well as a lot more like fun stuff for Pokemon's Legends ZA. So I mean, I guess Jake, out of the things that they showed, obviously we care probably the most about Champions and ZA. Which one are you most excited for at this point? Because I know my answer. I'm curious about yours.
Of any of the like anything they showed, or just like the things that we, because
like not anything. I would guess like what game are you most excited for?
Okay, because I was gonna say Pokepark. Like
yeah, Pokepark's dope. Pokepark's cool.
Insane. And the fact that I am like close to Japan, and when I say close, it's only 7 hours. But I mean, for someone like you, it's like 20.
Yes, it's like I'm going to Perth and then I'm going to Japan. I'm going to Perth to go with you to go to Japan. Like that's how that's gonna happen.
The only disappointment I had with Pokepark is I thought they were gonna make like a semi 1-to-1 recreation of Kanto. Like,
oh, that'd be wild.
You know, like when Epcot takes
so
you around the world.
Yeah.
And you could start off in Pallet Town, and Pallet Town's nice and easy. There's only 3 houses, but then you walk up Route 1 and you get to Pewter City, and you could go in the gym. And imagine if they had like interactive things where you could just battle Brock on red, blue, yellow, fire green, leaf green, fire green, fire red, leaf green,
fire green, leaf red.
Released, Virtual Console confirmed. But yeah, it's a cool park. I just thought that they would have maybe done it with landmarks, because I was watching a video this week.
Mhm.
Someone went to the new Universal Park. I don't know how new it is, but you know the one
It's
that's got like
brand
Super Mario World. Um,
yeah, it's brand new. Yeah.
and the immersion that
Yeah.
like what he was wearing a GoPro cam, and you just
Mhm.
walk in, and Super Mario, it's way above your eye line. So all you could
Yeah.
see is like you are in the Mario land. It's like, why couldn't they do that for Pokemon? Like, it's
Yeah.
in it's in a forest already. Just chop a couple of trees down, make some paper, and then replant them somewhere else in Sweden. It's fine. Just
Yes.
but let me walk through Kanto, or at least give me
That'd be so
Viridian
cool.
Forest. Like,
Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. That would be pretty cool.
um,
Yeah, no, when I saw that, that was probably the coolest thing. Like that's definitely like they're only gonna do Kanto. There's no way they're gonna do other ones. There's
mm,
no way.
they should have done
Um
Johto. It's in Japan.
Jo-
They should have done
Johto
Johto.
also I mean Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn and Sinnoh are all in Japan specifically. Um they are yeah, I would see. I would feel like JoJo would have fit like where they are doing it specifically more, than Kanto because again JoJo as we know it minus like Goldenrod City
Yeah.
is literally just a bunch of small-ish towns. You know what I mean? So that would have been really cool. But yeah, no, that was really dope. I like that as well. That was one thing that I completely forgot about because I remember they pretty much like talked about that very early on in the presentation, and everyone was like kind of thinking like, are they gonna like announce like Kanto remakes again? And I'm like, bro, if I get another remake of Kanto, I'm not gonna be mad because I'm a Gen Oneer at heart. I love the Kanto region, and I'm not gonna complain. But like also I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to get off Twitter for the day because people are gonna be killing someone because they didn't announce Gen 5 remakes. But
Yeah,
but
in
yeah, that
terms of the
dope.
games and stuff, to like reel it back,
Yeah.
like I don't play a lot of the spin-offs. I don't play
Mhm.
Unite. Sleep look cool
Yeah.
because we get the
Yeah.
cats slash dogs. Um,
Yeah.
and Remix is just Remix, man. Cafe Remix. I've never played it,
Yeah.
so I'm impartial. Obviously, the big boy is Champions. Masters EX, I don't play. Pokemon Go look kind of cool. Now you can take on Eternatus. Um,
Yeah.
that kind of fits Pokemon Go in a way.
Mhm.
Like you're outside, you want to be in that augmented
Yeah.
reality with a big hand coming down. That you'll get the vibes of what Sword and
Yeah.
Shield was trying to capture at the top of the stadium. I was really
Yeah. Big time.
excited for the Terror Raids actually. Like
Yeah, that's fun.
the shiny ruinous quadret or what do you call it?
Yeah.
Quartet? Ruinous
Qua
quartet?
Quartet. Yeah.
Um, really excited to take on a couple of those. I've already seen the one shot builds, so I'll come in, do a couple of
Yeah.
one shot builds, help the. At first, when I saw 1 million, I was like, "That's quite a lot," and then I realized how many people actually play Pokemon. It's like that's not a lot at all.
It's not a
Um,
lot of law. No, it's gonna
and
be
then
very quick.
I found a funky article as well when we've done this. They've done this before for Pokemon Go and Sword and Shield. Remember the Zeraora, and then there was a
Yeah.
Mewtwo one. Um,
Yes.
a couple of those have not reached the official numbers, but they've swindled it and given it you
Oh
anyway.
wow. Good.
um, so yeah, it's but they did really like catch my eye, especially because I
Yeah.
think they put the fish last though, and everyone wants the
Yeah.
fish
The
because the
best
fish is the
one. The
best.
best one. Yeah. As everyone else is brown. Like
um,
no.
yeah, TCG Pocket
Yeah. New
looked
set.
good, looked good. It always looked good. I refuse. I've got a gambling personality. I refuse to go in there
Yeah.
because I haven't got the money or the time investment to put. Because I would never
Yeah.
play it. I would just open the packs. I'd never play.
That's what we do.
Um,
That's what me and my roommate do. We literally open up our 2 packs every day. And then if we get enough hourglasses to do a 10 pack, we'll do that. And that's from us literally. They give you like four hourglasses a day. And you do that over you know
can you open the old packs?
yeah.
Oh, with your free
Every
ones?
pack's available to open. Yeah.
'Cause I'm thinking
Every pack's available to open.
I've got a fun content idea. It's just sprung to mind.
Oh,
I'll write it down and I'll let you know. It's
okay.
just popped in
Oh
my head.
god.
It involves TCG
Oh
Pocket.
god.
Um,
Oh no.
the trading card game, not gonna lie, kind of popped off.
Pretty
It kind of
pretty
popped
sick.
off.
Yeah. Pretty sick. Pretty sick.
The
But the
the
thing is that
scalpers. And the quote unquote investors, oh boy, they were spitting and cranking hog.
Bro, I was just say like I was someone like I was excited, but I'm also like also was like I don't care because I'm not gonna ever see these cards in my hand. They're not gonna be on my. They're not gonna be in my hand. I'm not gonna see them at stores. Like it's just like I can be excited all I want, but until they mass produce it and they make that chart, they make those
The
EX alt
Charizard.
arts. Yeah, they make those EX alt arts like so common that they're like worth $20 as a PSA 10. We're not gonna see those fucking
No,
cards ever, like
no. But like
ever.
the
Like
Venusaur
they
card looks great. The trio they've brought
yeah.
back the
Mm-hmm.
like the continuous art, which makes it even
Yeah.
worse because you get one, it's like, well, now I need the other two. They know what they're
Mm-hmm.
doing.
They know
And
what they're doing, and that's exciting. Like I really am excited for that. I can't be so excited because I just know I'll never see those cards ever.
no, no, and I will never get my hands on any of it. The World
No.
Championships were announced.
Cool.
In terms of they were just finalizing stuff.
It's
They
Reg Eye, right?
received yeah, Reg Eye, and
Yeah.
they introed the card you get for playing. The Pokemon World
Okay, cool.
Championships like trainer card, which is Paradise Resort, which is cool.
Cool.
I'll never see it because I'll never make it to World Champs unless someone wants to give me that card. Like you said, Pokemon
Yeah.
Concierge, I've never watched. Maybe I need
No.
to. One thing I do,
It looks cute.
it
It
looks
looks
great.
cute.
The Surf
Yeah.
Edged Pichu is
Yes.
super cool. So for people that don't know who that guy was, the UK guy from Bristol, he makes Wallace and Gromit.
Uh-huh.
It's the
Yeah.
studio that makes Wallace and Gromit. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I will I will watch that stop motion. I will watch
Let's
it.
go. Good.
It's
Good.
2027 is a bit of a reach, but
It's a
they have
reach.
to make like I would have rather they have announced this closer to the time. I don't
Yes,
think
of
they needed
course.
to tell us now because everyone like,
Mhm.
oh, that looks really good. And then it's like, oh, 2027. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I get
Yeah.
that they have to make every single frame. And if they're making like a movie length thing, that's like, well, imagine 60 frames a second times by 60. So that's 1 minute. So what's 60 times 60? 6 times 6 is 36. So that's 3,600 frames a minute. Times that
Yeah.
by movie length, you're looking at a close to maybe 500,000 frames that they have to do
Yeah.
by hand.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that one. Good
Yeah,
luck
have fun.
to the studio in Bristol. You touched on
Good
Pokemon
job, y'all.
Friends. I let Luke take the bullet. He
Yeah.
he bit
It's
the
free.
bullet.
It's free.
It's free.
It was free.
Uh,
I didn't even know it was a thing. I opened up my app store and they're like Pokemon Friends. I'm like, what is this? Down. I like puzzles. I played it for 2 days. I'm like, oh, these first puzzles, there were the intro puzzles. They were supposed to be easy. Second day went by. I'm like, man, these are still really easy. Third day went by and I was out of the tutorial. I'm like, oh, this is for children.
yeah, okay, I get it.
I
Like
was
this
like,
is real.
okay, okay. I just made Lynn hop up a bunch of stairs. Okay, like that's not a puzzle to
And then
me. That
I'm
is,
gonna skip Champions. And then I'm gonna
yeah,
go to ZA.
yeah.
They didn't release too much. They did a
No,
couple of
they they showed some cool stuff. I mean, they showed that alpha Pokemon are back, which is exciting. For someone like
yep.
the collectors and stuff like that. That's really cool. I was curious about that. They also announced that Mega Pokemon are going to be, in a sense, kind of like not like your giant alphas in the sense like
They said like
like your
Rogue. Was it
Snorlaxes.
like Rogue?
Yeah, yeah, they're
Rogue
they're
Alphas or whatever they're
rogue
called.
megas. Yeah, something
Oh
like
yeah,
that where you gotta take them on like together or something like that, which is pretty cool. Definitely keeping that like that legends type thing going on because that's what I was curious. I was like, okay, we get that it's a legends game, but how much of like what is a we were like honestly asking ourselves the question is what is a legends game?
yeah.
And so from what we've been given is like a legends game is a non-traditional Pokemon game. They basically have taken out the entirety of the turn-based aspect of it. Alpha Pokemon challenges, non-traditional starters, and really good story elements. So, I mean, overall, I was pleasantly excited to see that. Getting to see a little bit more of the way battles work. They showed off some characters, which were pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll get them on
They
screen.
showed off.
I've
Yeah,
got the
they
website.
showed. Yeah, I was gonna say they showed one guy who had an Arbok, and I did catch a Mega Stone on him, so
Yep.
maybe we are getting a Mega Arbok. And then they showed another like gym person, like her, yes, whatever her name is. She reminds me of Tierno because she's a dancer. So
Yeah,
like maybe that's like their
this is
a
Lida.
relative kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's their like relative kind of thing they got going on as well. So and Staryu, and I do remember seeing, not spoilers, but like they definitely, there was definitely been like rumors, and Mega and Starmie was one of the rumored megas that I saw. So like definitely is that them
At this
confirming it?
point, every
Probably.
Gen 1 Mon is on the list. It's like,
Yeah, basically.
it literally is. Um, I must admit, they smashed these character designs.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, these are the
absolutely
best.
smashed.
These are by far the best looking character designs in any Pokemon game, period. Like it's not even funny.
Yep. And then we've got Rogue Mega Evolution. Disturbs the peace.
Yep.
A strange phenomenon dubbed as Rogue Mega Evolution, in which wild Pokemon mega evolve on their own. Begun to occur
Yeah.
in Luminos City. Ordinarily, a trainer would be capable of a mega evolving holding a mega stone. Quizartico, or whatever you want to call it, the corporation driving Lumio City's redevelopment, will task you and the rest of Team MZ with aiding their investigation into these strange occurrences. I like it. I do
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. It's a
It's set
Legends
up to
game,
be
and
it's set up to be a good game. It's set up to be a really
yeah,
good game. Let's have a look at
yeah,
some of the
and
gameplay. Do I
yeah,
want to
it's
look at
just. I
this?
mean, it very much is just. It is a now. It is very much the turn base is more of a straight up like it's a straight up not real time, yeah, RTS
Yeah.
type of game going on. And then obviously, I guess the biggest news that came out of it is we did get a new Mega, and we got Mega Dragonite. And I'm not gonna lie, Jake, I hate it.
It
I am I am
so
not the biggest fan of it.
do you
I think
remember when they released Poltergeist? And then the
Poltergeist, yes.
whole and then the absolute shock and horror when people found out that someone made that it was a Fakemon back
Yeah.
in like 2011, and some
Mhm.
British guy drew it up and they almost one for one it. I
Yeah.
went back over the ROM hack files the other day,
Mhm.
and there is someone that almost replicated this, like
Yeah.
to the T. Didn't have
Yeah,
the
it's
ball on the
it's
tail, but like
yeah.
the wings, the wings were
Mhm.
stationed a bit further back. Um,
Yeah.
and then it had like more quadruple wings underneath its arms.
Mhm.
I get it, but what
I get
what
why
annoyed
it
me is
looks
it's
the way it
dragon, it's
looks.
dragon flying. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why would
that's
you do
100% a
that?
fairy. It's 100% a
Yeah.
fairy. Uh,
Yep.
Not gonna lie
Yeah.
though,
No, it should have been
this thing's gonna
should have
this
been
thing's gonna
Dragon
rip.
Fairy.
It's gonna rip.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's gonna rip. Yeah, it's gonna destroy
Dragonite
lives.
stats
Like,
are already cracked. One person did
yeah.
point out
You're
that
giving
the
it a
ability is almost always going to be aerialate because every other
yes.
flying dragon type with like I think there's Salamence and there's another couple that have
Pidgeot. Pidgeot has
Pidgeot.
aerial 8
So
too.
that means that we're getting Mega Dragonite flying stab boosted extreme speeds.
Yeah. Yeah, fun. Let's go. I'm excited for it. No, but yeah, no, I mean that's cool that like they showed us a new mega, and I guess that confirms obviously we are getting new megas, even though already
We
kind of
already
knew
knew.
that was going to happen regardless. But that's pretty cool. I mean, I think overall, I'm like again, I'm very excited for the game. I mean, I will be playing it day one because I do really enjoy Arceus. But the thing I think I took away the biggest from what they showed in ZA is just how much their effort they're really putting into it. Like, I think one thing I really liked is the character customization that they showed off.
Yep.
Like, because again, X and Y were the first times that we actually had um customizable trainers in a sense. So, like the fact that they're going back to their roots and really showing that off. The game looks really great. The story seems interesting as far. Again, I'm excited for it. My only thing, and I really hope it works for me. Jake's not gonna have to worry about this, but I do hope it runs well on the Switch. That's
Yes.
what I'm hoping for. I hope it runs well because Arceus ran really well on the Switch. So I'm hoping ZA also runs just as well on the Switch as well, and they're not like gonna give it the Scarlet and Violet treatment. Like, it's gonna run like ass. You can play it, but we're really just care about the Switch 2 users. So
Yeah,
who knows?
it
But they
is.
did. But to be fair, they are doing a Switch 2 bundle with it, so that's
Yeah.
also going to help move some consoles as well. But like I've stated before, definitely am probably not going to be getting a Switch 2 until probably I get a concrete Gen 10 is happening.
Yes.
And I mean announced and it's coming. I think that will be my time where I'm like, all right, I'll drop it. I'll drop the dime, the bag, as you will, as these young kids be saying on the Switch too.
Well, I
But
think that
yeah, that was yeah,
I was going to say it's just I think it leads us on to like the Champions.
yeah.
Champions has
I mean,
now
that's the thing I'm
like
excited for. I'm
it's fully
super excited for
fledged, and
Champions.
you don't need a Switch
Yeah.
for that anymore. So if your
No.
core like gaming experience for Pokemon is battling, you now technically don't need the main series game um,
No.
at all because they announced
No.
there's some form of in-game currency that you can't buy. It is not money purchasable, but you can
Nope.
get Pokemon that you do not have in your main game or
Hmm.
in home that you can use forever. I guess it's just it'll be
Yeah.
forever locked in Champions.
Yeah.
Um, it's it, it's ticking all the boxes. It's an
It's
absolutely
doing
amazing concept.
Yeah, it's doing a really, really good job at what it is. It's in a nutshell, I think everyone's biggest concern, and it was my biggest concern until I dug deep, because when I first heard the currency, I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna have to pay to like level up our stats. We're gonna have to pay to switch abilities. Da, 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 da. No, you don't have to do that. Everything that you get when it comes to stat changing ability. I don't know if this applies specifically to Pokemon. I think you can use real life currency to buy Pokemon, buy the stuff to buy the Pokemon. But when it comes to the stat changes, the abilities, and the moves, there's nothing you can do to buy that. You have to earn that through battling, which is really good. I'm very happy to hear that. I will say it's um going to be interesting to see how long they do that, because I know if I was a professional VGC player, I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna drop $1,000 on that shit. Give me unlimited stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's basically just as making the creation of Pokemon not as showdowny esque, but it's still basically doing showdown and stuff. You can change you can make it whatever legal ability, you can give it whatever legal move. It's gonna let you be able to change your stats, the EVs and the EVs that we saw as well. They also gave them an extra point, which I thought was fucking what?
Yeah.
That was pretty
I
interesting.
think that's early alpha build. I don't
Yeah,
think
we'll
that's
see. We'll see. We'll
any.
see if they somehow change the entirety of Pokemon around it. I didn't see anything for IVs either, so maybe everything's gonna have perfect IVs, which I think is fine. If not, like, a little bit uncool
It just removes.
as well. Just
They've been trying to remove it for ages. It's an old
yeah,
mechanic that they never wanted to keep but had to. Um,
yeah,
so they've been trying to. They also got rid of all five other than Sirius of the neutral abilities. So
yeah,
because they were pointless, I guess. But
yeah,
they probably wanted to. It was all logic. Um,
yeah. Like, there's no reason to have Runaway on your Rattata. Like, you don't need that for whatever this is. For what this is.
And then you've got free battle modes. So you've got the ranked battles.
Hmm.
I think, like you said, I don't think the pro players will need to buy this in-game currency, depending on how many points you get per game. These people,
Yes.
they're playing like maybe 50 games a day on Showdown
Hmm.
that they can then play in Champions instead. It
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
say best of threes available at the moment.
Hmm.
We don't know that. Maybe ranked battles is still best
Yeah.
of one because I mean it is best of one online at the
Yeah,
moment.
it's gonna be I think what it's basically doing is what it's going to do is it's going to be taking what we know as online battling in our main series game and literally just putting it in its own fucking game, which is exactly what it needed to be. We've been asking for this for a really long time. Um, I think the coolest thing is for us, for me specifically, and obviously for Jake, is now the cool thing about Champions when it does launch is like Jake said, you don't need a Switch. You can play on your phone. You don't have to have the newest Pokemon game. It's gonna launch with the
Yeah.
Pokemon in there. So like that is really exciting for me. It's gonna unlock so much capabilities for like stuff that we're looking to do, like with Draft League and stuff like that. You know, it's gonna make fast chess really easy. It's gonna just make competitive Pokemon, not only VGC but also singles Pokemon, that much more accessible to the casual fan who, as much as how already accessible it's been, like Pokemon has made it super easy at this point to do competitive. Like you just need a rental code team at this point
Yeah.
to do anything. They basically have made it easier and easier. Now they're just like, hey, we're not going to shut Showdown down, but we're basically going to take everything that Showdown's doing, put it in our own game, and put competitive Pokemon there. And I think what this really just tells us is that Generation 10 is going to be something that is so entirely different
Yep.
from anything we've seen from Pokemon.
I feel like it's
Like
gonna be
they're
a closer to a ZA type of thing. It's gonna be
ZA,
immersion.
like open world, ZA open world, and probably like, as you say, like as the 10th Pokemon game, it's probably going to be a big reset for Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, and I
So
think that's what we're going to prepare ourselves for Gen 10 because I think they're like, hey, we know competitive Pokemon is really important, and we're going to obviously keep that idea in there, but we're keeping it here so we can focus on this side of things. And
yeah.
I think that's exactly what they need to do. Basically, what Champions is doing is it's now going to help Pokemon do more creative formats. We've been stuck in this same old format cycle while we wait for a new game for the past couple of years where they're just like, all right, we're going to have restricted mons. We'll have one. Okay, now we're going to have two. Oh, now we're going to take them away. And now we're going to take away the roamings. And now you're going to be stuck with just the specific Paldean Pokemon. Like there's only, I mean, we're on regulation I now, which
Yep.
is like ridiculous enough already that we're even there. We're going to be to J by the time Champions comes out. And so I think that just gives Pokemon more freedom to do whatever they want, gives them to really just focus on VGC as well. Like then now they can probably have their own dedicated team working on that because it can
Yep.
keep it up and running, which is only going to be beneficial for VGC as we know it, the accessibility. And it's going to, like I said, keep people working on whatever the mainline Pokemon game is or whatever the side game is and make it the best experience ever. And yeah, let's just I'm super excited for Generation 10 because I don't know. I'm honestly ready to expect anything at this point.
Yeah.
Like everyone's been dreaming about Breath of the Wild Pokemon. We might very well get that Generation 10.
We could do that. I mean, they hired half of the Zelda devs. Let's be honest, they did.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
um, so I'll just read down like I was just fishing for the list of like this. So this
Yeah.
rumor list came out before the presents. So
Okay.
and a lot of it is in there. So we could take it with a grain of salt, and it will give us some lead into
Yeah.
what we think
With
Pokemon
any rumor
Champions.
leak, always take it with a grain of
Yeah.
salt.
Um,
Always.
so 350 Pokemon estimated at launch, more to be added in the new season. That tells me that
Perfect.
we are getting the new decks
Z.
plus
Yep.
some extras.
Yeah. We're going to be getting ZA and probably Paldea.
Yeah. Oh well, well it'll be Gen 10 at this point. I think. Will it? Maybe. No,
No,
no, it won't.
no,
No.
no.
So it's
January, no.
Paldea plus maybe Hisui
ZA.
and ZA.
Yeah.
Probably the megas. In fact, how many megas are there? 50, 60? We might
Yeah.
be getting up
Mm-hmm.
to 80 at this point. So yeah. This will be a free digital download on the Switch 1, 2, and mobile. The release date
Cool.
apparently is January 23rd, 2026.
Perfect.
So closer than we expected. When they did say 2026, I was devastated. because they didn't
Yeah.
say
Well,
when. It's
yeah.
just
Well, that would be awesome because that aligns with the reset for VGC
yeah.
as well
Um,
around that time period.
Pokemon Home is compatible at launch because it has to be because they've said it will
Perfect.
be. Ranked
Yeah.
modes will have seasons that last 2 to 3 months with regulation rules. That's the
Perfect.
same as we've always expected. Um,
Mm-hmm.
both ranked and casual modes are available, which we just saw, plus a new Battle
Yep.
Frontier like mode with various challenges slash tiers. So I think people have,
Interesting.
for the longest time, have been asking for Battle Frontier or Battle Stadium.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. You can have it. Some challenges are harder as you go. Your opponent's Pokemon will level up as you progress. Rental teams are available, but only in casual mode, not in ranked, which I completely agree with. There'll be special modes like level 50 and level 100 gimmicks, for example, Dynamax only challenges, type specific challenges. I could see this. I could see them having like a medal system, like a little
Yeah.
trophy cabinet. So like Dynamax your Pokemon
Yeah.
50 times or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
one challenge will be like a Nuzlocke, sort of. I don't think they'll ever do this. If a Pokemon faints, it can't be used again until you beat a certain tier. You can't heal your Pokemon until you have won 10 consecutive battles. Every 10th battle will be a gym leader. Yeah, that's not happening. Like,
Yeah.
that's not happening.
That'd be a that's a little much for a free game right there.
Yeah. The NPCs and gym leaders will change each time. I could see like about well, if you have a Battle Frontier, you need a 10th like gym leader,
Yeah.
trainer, whoever.
Hmm.
The challenges with special rewards unavailable in the store will take place. Okay, that's fine. Rewards include clothes for your trainer, stadiums. Yeah, so this is where I think the paid content comes in. You'll earn in-game currency, which we've seen, and they did. Was it VP? Did
Yeah.
they say it
Victory
was
points.
VP? Yeah, so I think
Victory
this
points. Yep.
got it um got it right. So it can be you'll earn in-game currency playing ranked or casual or battle frontier battles. You'll also earn victory points. Granted, this came out before the presents. For every win, currency and VP are different. VP can be
Perfect.
spent on healing items and general items, while currency can be spent on stadium, skins, clothes, and exclusive held items. That I do not like. I didn't read that. If you're exclusive held items, that what do you mean? Because held items change the game. Like you shouldn't be
Maybe
paying for those.
maybe not that. Maybe not held items in the sense that we're thinking of. Maybe held items like that
Aesthetics,
the characters can hold in their hand. Maybe.
or maybe like you
Maybe.
hold a master ball.
Because
Like, or
yeah, because if that's the case, like, bro, that's dumb as shit.
that's pay to win.
That's pay to win. That's
You can
fucking
also
life
buy
orb. Yeah.
currency with real money, so it's obviously going to be a coins-based system. I don't because with EU law now, if you
Yeah.
buy in-game currency, it has to resemble money. So
Yes.
it has to have an icon of a coin or a dollar or something like that.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. There won't be competitive battle mode in Gen 10. This will be with the replacements. This is so they can make the game mainline games larger, more expansive, and overall improve the gameplay and graphics.
Oh, it's like
So he
I
nailed
leaked it.
it.
Cool.
Yeah. But it was a fairly easy leak, let's be honest, because we already
Yeah.
had a lot of things with champions. But the fact that they nailed on VP points um,
Yeah.
makes me think that their um, their date is pretty much correct. Like
Yeah.
in
I I,
terms of
I would Yeah, I would assume that that January date's pretty set in stone because that is literally when you would get the new regulation for Pokemon, like right after from Worlds to January, there's always another one, and then from the new year, there's a new year that starts in January. So that and obviously with the World Championships, honestly, right around the corner, we'll probably get a confirmation date because they're gonna have to announce like this is where competitive battling is going to be from now on.
and I've got a feeling
And
they're gonna put the events behind a paywall in the fact that you will have to play on a Switch. I do not
yeah,
think that you'll be able to play your regional on a mobile, unfortunately.
no, you're not. No, yeah, you're gonna have to have a switch for that. Which again, nowadays I don't think it's gonna be the worst thing in the entire world because with the avenue of the Switch 2, the Switch itself, it's not gonna be that hard to get your hands on a OG
Or
Switch.
even a light.
A light's $200. Like, I mean, if you are going to go compete in Pokemon, like competitively compete in Pokemon, again, I'm not going to like justify like, the economy of the world right now because I'm not one to say anything. But if you're that serious about Pokemon, you could go on Facebook Marketplace and probably get a Nintendo Switch Lite for like any less than $100.
Yeah.
It's used. It's not brand new, but it's used and it's doable.
It'll get you in the building.
And it'll get you in the building. Exactly. 100. Well, I don't know. Maybe the light won't. Because I'm trying to think about like, will you get? What if you go on main stage?
It's all right that you don't play on your own Switch on main stage. They port your team over.
Never mind.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm stupid.
Yeah. They team over for you. I don't know if they trade it or they actually just read your memory.
That's a great question. That's a great question.
Probably how they catch the hackers. Because they catch, exactly. They catch the hackers with PK Hex.
Yes,
that's how they do it. The exact tool that people used. Which is why they don't catch the hackers, because the hackers make it on PK Hex, and if it says legal on PK Hex, then that's all they can do.
And guys, I'm just gonna tell you all this shit right now. Be careful with that shit when Champions launches, because they will catch you and they will ban you from competitive and ranked. Like you never, ever, 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 and I mean ever, put your hacked mons in home. Do not do that. Don't. Don't. Just telling y'all. Just don't.
Just leave them in game and release them.
Yeah, and that's cool. And I think that just goes to show that me and Jake, while we are excited for ZA, because we are, don't get us wrong, but we are very, very excited as people who love competitive and VGC and Pokemon battles in general about this free game that's going to bring the love of one of our passions to more people, more accessible, and make it easier for us as well to do it, so we don't have to like gen them on, train it out, We can actively just go on again. Let's see if this works. Okay, no, it doesn't. All right, let me mess with the stats. Yeah. So, yeah,
it's fun. Good presents overall. Out of 10, Luke.
Yeah, I honestly, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10 for what they showed for Champions and ZA. I think that carried it. There's some fun stuff here and there. But like, I think every Pokemon Presents, most people only care about the main stuff that we're getting. And so since we got that with ZA, they gave us a new Mega. They introduced the characters. The game looks great. And then obviously Champions blew my expectations out of the water. It's everything that I wanted. I couldn't be happier. I'd say 8 out of 10. Don't care about half the other shit. So that's why I guess 8 out of 10.
That's the problem. I'm a similar. I gave it a 7. One mark down for not actively rebuilding Kanto so I could walk it in Japan.
Yes.
But all in all, great presents. I don't know when the next one is. I don't think they said when the next one is, when we'll get next news. And there's no major days. There's like no Pokemon Day. There's I don't think maybe a direct coming up.
We'll probably get something in September, and that's probably it. We'll get it a month out before ZA release day, probably. That's kind of what they do.
I'm just super happy they haven't just released everything. Give us another Mega that we know the Pokemon of.
Yeah, for sure.
Will they have to announce the starters? The starter Megas. I feel like
no, they didn't do. They didn't. No, they did not. They don't have to, because they didn't do that in ZA with the forms.
That's true.
We did not see those forms until. I mean, sorry, Arceus. We didn't see those new forms until we got in the game.
Yep. Nice. Keep it all hidden.
No.
Keep it all hidden.
Keep it hidden. Make me want to play the game to find out.
Yeah, and I'm in Australia, so I get to play it first. Woohoo! No, I think they've done like a worldwide. I think they've actually done like a worldwide release.
Nice try. Nice try, loser.
the one time I was about to be ahead of the pack. But no. That's it for this episode. It's been great. I do like it when we get these like little breakdown episodes. They're nice and easy for me and Luke to digest. We usually have conflicting opinions, but we didn't this time because it was good.
No, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I guess, Jake, before we do officially wrap up, I guess there's one thing I do want to talk about, because it's still relative to this week. Because it did happen this week. So I think I'm not gonna lie, I have the biggest grin on my face because I am just the happiest boy in the entire world right now. The other day, I was like, literally yesterday afternoon, I was literally just sitting around listening to music, and I was like, man, why is these 2 EPs not on any streaming platform? What the hell? I was like, and I follow the lead singer of the band. The band in question's their name's Artist versus Poet. We've talked about them on our Music 3x3. I talked about them being one of my favorite bands when I was growing up. And so I followed the guy. I followed him on Instagram and stuff like that. I was just like, I'm just gonna. My job tells me all the time, just shoot your shot. You never know what's gonna happen. So like, I'm just gonna shoot him a message, and I literally said, "Hey, big fan. Just want to say, out of curiosity, why are these two EPs not available on streaming platforms?" Thinking nothing about it, I was just like, curiosity killed the cat. And then, literally, like an hour or two later, he responds to me, and he's just like, "Yeah, honestly, I have no idea. Actually, I was like, I don't think I have the files for the songs anymore, so they're pretty much long gone." He's like, "You could probably find them on this old website we used to upload our music onto, and it's on YouTube." And he was like, "Yeah, and also I do make music under this new alias. You should definitely check it out as well." And I was like, "All right, super cool." And I was like really excited about that. And then I started listening to the album because I found out where I could listen to it. And I was like, "Man, this is some good music." It's like, I think I'm pretty sure this is all independent music. It's like, let me just ask him if we can use the music. And then so I shot him another message, and I was like, "Hey," I was like re-listening to the song. I like really like Ready to Roll. And I was like, I do run a very small podcast with my
What do you mean
friend.
we're huge?
Yeah. Well, I was like, we run a small podcast called the Dual Hemisphere Hangout. And I was just wondering, man, if we could use like 10 seconds of this song, like for like an intro or a bit. And again, that point, I was like, there's no way he's gonna respond to that. To be fair, this guy, while he was in this small band, like not small band, pretty relatively well-known pop punk band, he has gone on to be like an amazing songwriter and producer for like big artists like Dua Lipa and Black Bear, like and stuff like Jonas Brothers and Nick Jonas and Maroon 5. Like he's has no right to respond to me whatsoever. And then so I sent that, and a couple hours went by. I'm like, probably not gonna get a response. He's probably like, "No, you can't use my music." And he just responds back, and he's like, "Yeah, you can use all the songs. I don't care." he's like, "I was like, honestly, just hit me up if you have any issues with distribution, and we'll get it sorted out. But like, have free access to like the songs whatsoever." He's like, "It's all independent," and it's just really cool. Just like, I guess for me, it's like really really cool just to know like I never in a million years would ever think the lead singer of a band that I absolutely was obsessed with for a majority of my young adult life would one ever respond to. And then two, be as cool as he is, just be like, "Yeah, let's use the music. Go
Yeah.
ahead, man. Use these songs." And I think it really just he said like it made us weak because he doesn't really get to talk about like artist versus poet as much anymore because again, he's doing so much other stuff now. He's like, "Yeah," and you mentioned these underground albums that no one talks about. It's like I don't even have the files for Sake of Love anymore. Like they're gone. He's like, they're gone. Like they are on YouTube, but like I can't like re-upload them on Spotify. Like they're gone. And I was like, "Oh man, that's I don't know, man." It was just super cool. So we've got I was like, me and Jake have been given permission to use music for the podcast and videos and content in general. So I just think that's really cool, and it's just a cool story to share. And I think it's just one thing that I always like to tell people is like, you just never know, man. Just go ahead and ask. If you're like, should I ask this person out, or should I shoot my shot and ask for that promotion or that raise or whatnot? Just go out there and do it because you just never know. And you just never know when someone will be like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Because
Yeah.
that's what exactly what it is. It
They're
was just
just
like, "Yeah,
humans.
go ahead."
They're just humans on the other
Yeah,
side. That's all they are.
yeah, it's super cool. Yeah, it was really cool, man. Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to tell that story because I'm still like awestruck by it. I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real. But yes, go ahead. Sorry, I
Yeah.
wanted to
Yeah,
share
you're
that.
all good. No, I completely forgot. He was like, Lucas, like, "Oh, let's have this bit of the podcast at the end." I just
Jake was like,
I was wrapping up. I
Jake
was
was
done.
like, Jake was like, "I don't care." No,
Yeah.
no, yeah, free music. But yeah, no, it was really cool, guys. But yeah, like Jake said, man, short, quick episode. Talking about those recaps, man. Obviously, you guys let us know what you guys think about the presents in the comments. What are you guys most excited for? Champions, ZA, stuff like that, and always just leave a comment, like, subscribe, share it. But as always, we do really appreciate you guys. I've been Luke, and that has always been Jake, and we will catch you guys on the next side. Bye bye.